the Public Accounts Committee, PAC, has delivered a scathing indictment of the Home Office's management of public funds, citing a troubling culture that repeatedly wastes public money. This damning conclusion follows a comprehensive examination of a series of ill-fated site acquisitions intended to address the pressing issue of accommodating new arrivals and asylum seekers. The report, released on Wednesday, meticulously details a catalog of financial mismanagement, highlighting a pattern of flawed decision-making and a shocking disregard for taxpayer funds. Central to the PAC's criticism is the acquisition of the £15.4 million HMP Northeye site, intended to house newly arrived individuals. The committee's investigation revealed a deeply concerning lack of due diligence and planning, leading to significant financial losses. The report strongly suggests that a more thorough assessment of the site's suitability and a more rigorous cost-benefit analysis could have prevented this substantial waste of public funds. The committee's findings underscore a systemic failure within the Home Office's procurement processes, raising serious questions about accountability and oversight. Adding to the already considerable financial burden is the debacle surrounding the Bibby Stockholm barge, a £34 million investment that ultimately proved to be a costly failure. After being towed away from Portland in Dorset last week, the barge, intended to house a significant number of asylum seekers, has remained largely unoccupied. This stark underutilization, coupled with the substantial initial investment, represents a blatant misuse of taxpayer money and further exemplifies the problematic culture identified by the PAC. Further compounding the financial mismanagement is the £60 million expenditure on a potential migrant housing site at RAF Scampton, the former home of the dam busters. This project, abandoned before its completion, represents a staggering loss of public funds, highlighting a worrying trend of impulsive decision-making without adequate consideration of the risks involved. The committee's report emphasizes the urgent need for a more robust and transparent procurement process within the Home Office to prevent similar occurrences. The £2.9 million spent on a cancelled site in Linton-on-Ouse, North Yorkshire, further underscores this pattern of wasteful spending and a disregard for careful financial planning. Adding to the gravity of the situation is the National Audit Office's, now, November report, which identified significant risks associated with the HMP Northeye site. The NAO detailed substantial issues, including ground contamination, asbestos in buildings, potential flooding risks, and difficulties connecting to essential utilities. The estimated cost of rectifying these problems is a staggering £20 million, adding yet another layer of financial burden to the already heavily criticized project. This highlights a complete failure to adequately assess the site's condition and the potential costs associated with its remediation before committing to its purchase. The committee urges a comprehensive review of the Home Office's acquisition processes, emphasizing the need for rigorous due diligence, transparent decision-making, and enhanced cost control measures to prevent future instances of such egregious waste of public money. The PAC's findings serve as a stark warning, demanding urgent reform within the Home Office to ensure responsible and effective use of taxpayer funds. The repeated failures highlighted in the report demand immediate and decisive action to address the systemic issues plaguing the department's financial management.